So I'm going to take you through something that is very new to me. I'm just starting to explore it this week. But it has to do with different places in our body where we hold pain or tension. And I'm going to invite you to try this with me. But this is really me exploring and just sharing that with you, not so much me teaching. So here's what we will explore. Find a place in your body somewhere where you feel or have been feeling a lot of tension or pain or holding. You can just kind of do a scan. For me, it's very easy. It's right here in my jaw and in my throat. So see if you can find your place. And if you don't already know it, just do a scan and just check where you're holding tension. And again, I'm no expert at this, so we'll explore it together. And I'll keep using my jaw, my throat as an example, but you can use yours. So really tune into that place in your body. A lot of times for me, I'm almost actively avoiding that specific place. I'm just sort of ignoring it. And then all of a sudden I'll realize, oh my gosh, I've had so much pain in my neck and in my jaw today, and or this week even, or whatever it is, and I didn't even know. So now we're doing the opposite. We're tuning in. And we're really giving it attention. The space itself. So for me, my jaw, my throat, and also the pain itself. And as you tune in, see if you can recognize the part of yourself that is maybe being protective of that part of your body. Or maybe a part of yourself that is feeling either fear or anger or shame. And for some reason, it's showing up in that part of your body. And see if you can reframe it just for this moment as a request for your attention. So, I'm afraid. I'm angry. I'm feeling shame. And I'm calling for your attention. And here's where the call is coming from for me. Yours might be in your hip or your foot or your knee or wherever. Your head, your wrists. I'm calling for your attention. So right now we're giving this part of us attention. And you may be able to put more context around that pain. Like maybe it's just obvious to you, oh, this part of me is feeling shame about this, or anger about this, or fear about that. Or maybe you really can't put your finger on it, but you know it's there. Either one is fine. But if there is a context that you just know, then you can add that to the picture. And if you have that context, or maybe even if you don't, see if you can give that part of yourself and the call for attention that it's giving in the form of pain, as we're imagining, some appreciation for, of course you're feeling that way. And maybe it's very logical to you why it might be feeling that way. Maybe there's something going on in life that's just obviously causing shame or fear or anger, or for you to feel you need to protect yourself. But maybe it's not that obvious. In either case, see if you can just accept and even appreciate that it's there. So for a moment right now, we are not maybe doing the familiar thing, which is to get rid of that pain or to ignore that pain. We're doing the opposite. We're holding it and we're giving it our attention. So just give yourself a moment to do that. And now, see if you can not just give it attention and even appreciation, but actually allow it to have more space in your life, just in this moment. It doesn't have to stay this way. But for me, taking the pain here and saying, hey, not only do I see you, not only do I appreciate that you're there and that you're calling out for maybe a very good reason, or at least an understandable one. And I trust that. But also, I'm going to give you a bigger space, a bigger room in this house. Spread out, sprawl out. You can have my chest as well. If it's shame, if it's anger, if it's fear, you can be afraid. You can feel ashamed. You can feel angry. Also down in my chest. Also up in my head. Also down into my legs. And just see if you can give more space, like your whole body worth of room for this part of yourself to start to actually move around in your body. I realize this is hard to do this kind of work because it's so imagination based, and some of us, maybe many of us, I know I personally have a hard time imagining. I don't know why, but it's good to practice. And it's okay to fail when we practice. In fact, if we're not failing while we practice, whatever it is, we're probably not practicing very effectively. So just try. And just imagine giving your whole body worth of space for that feeling, that part of you to move around freely. maybe even give it space in the room that you're in. Like saying to it, you're allowed not only to be in all parts of my body in this moment, but also in my life, in my house, in my room, in this space. Maybe it's just like an orb around your body or something, but you're just giving it even more space than your body has to give. They're just allowing it to move, to breathe, to be alive. Almost as if we're unlocking the closet and letting it out to breathe. And I'm just inviting you and myself, I'm inviting us to look at this part of our experience of life, to see it. To appreciate it, to love it, and from the other side of the picture, allowing ourselves, this part of ourselves, to be loved, to receive love. Maybe you can even say that out loud or in your head as that part, kind of from the perspective of that part of yourself. I receive love. Maybe from that perspective, that part of yourself, opening your eyes outside the closet and letting the light in, the light of day, the light of love. And whether you want to picture this as just literal air, wind, nature, universe, or if you'd like to call it the love of God, can you just allow that love, a huge infinite ocean wave of love for all of you, not just the parts of you that you allow to exist out in the light of day every day, but the parts of you that maybe have been locked in a closet for whatever reason. Can you allow all parts of yourself now to receive love? Infinite, affectionate love. And then just breathe. A full breath. A free breath. And let your eyes open a little bit more. And take in what this day has for you. What this week, what this life has for you. With open arms and an open door to that previously closed closet. No more closed doors in the house. No more hiding, no more shame. And the anger is okay for it to move around. The fear is okay for it to move around. The shame When it's there, it's okay for it to move around, to breathe, to be. And also okay for them to let go when they're ready.